watched a scary movie and left feeling afraid or frightened, wondering, is this plot real or could this be plausible? Today we're going to discuss what a serial killer is and its effects on reality. The media has given serial killers such a big boost recently, and it's been all over TV and media. Although each person has their own ideas about a serial killer, today we're going to discuss the true facts. Are they common? Should you be afraid? And why is the media making such a big deal? Let's take a closer look at the facts about serial killers. We've all seen and questioned, why is the media making such a big deal and why are people so fascinated? The FBI's true definition of a serial killer is that a serial killer is someone who commits at least 3 murders over more than a month with an emotional cooling off period in between. There are many subgroups of serial killers. However, there are 2 main subgroups. These 2 groups are going to be act focused, which means that they're going to kill quickly. And the second one is going to be that they are process focused, which means they kill slowly. Not kill slowly in the sense that they're searching for their victim, but kill slowly in the sense that once they have their victim, they're going to take a while to kill that victim. Even though that they might have a type that they're looking for or a scenario that they're looking for, it doesn't mean that they're planning out their murder. The reality of a serial killer is that they work alone, they kill strangers, and they simply kill for just the reason of killing. The idea of a serial killer to some might be that they do plan out these murders, and that is sometimes what makes them afraid. But it will be comforting to know that the chances of that are almost non-existent and very slim. Yet again, unfortunately, knowing this information doesn't mean that a person isn't still concerned. And now we wonder, should they be aware? And how common are serial killers? According to the Scientific American, serial killing accounts for no more than 1% of murders committed in the United States. This actually accounts for the most uncommon form of homicide. Even more rare, which is awesome, is a female serial killer. They actually only account for less than 17% of all serial killings to date. Not only is the actual act of a serial killer rare, according to David Taylor of The Guardian, there also seems to be a decline in American serial killing since the 1980s. So why is the media and general population glorifying the topic? That one's out of order, but that's okay. There's been a very recent and aggressive increase in serial killings on TV and in the movies. Due to this, humans have had a really hard time deciphering between what a real-life serial killer is. For example, we have John Wayne Gacy and Ted Bundy. These are 2 very real serial killers. And they continue to get them mixed up with fictional serial killers, who we have Mr. Brooks and Buffalo Bill. These are people that you see on TV. They're not actual serial killers. Our minds are getting the same fascination and fear from the real thing that it's getting from the fictional thing. Movies and TVs are a way for our internal fascination to bring these scenarios and killings into our home without physically harming us or touching us in any way whatsoever. It gives our brain the reason to wonder why. And as we continue to wonder why, we continue to answer these questions. Our brain ultimately wants the answer to be a conclusion that we are not like serial killers, that serial killers are not like us. As David Carbone of the NYPD detective said, that the why is the wow, meaning why we want to know equals wow. That's the information. This goes to show that humans do not have the ability to change what makes their brains tick. We will always be curious and always wanting to know this information, whether we like it or not. So that takes us back to the media. This is giving the media the information that it wants for it to play off of our human mind's way of finding serial killers attractive. With more and more acceptability of people being able to have an openness about their internal appeal of serial killers, it gives the media an open-ended genre to fill our homes and minds with, as far as the images, movies, and documentaries. In conclusion, a serial killer is a person who kills more than one person in a large span of time. The type of murders accounts for less than 1% of all murders. And though a serial killer is made out to be very common and calculated, it is proven to be the complete and total opposite. These killers are random. These killers are random and extremely rare, even diminishing. Though this information has a way of settling the fear towards killers, we can't help our active and uncontrolled minds in wondering why. As the media capitalizes on this need, the movies, TVs, and documentaries will continue to increase in production, and people will become more outwardly comfortable in wanting the questions in their minds to always conclude with the answer that serial killers are different from us.